Super excited today. Things are back in that flow state. So today I'm meeting up with a friend, a guy who owns like a Asian food company. So super distributor. So I'm super excited to meet up with him. Seems like a really good dude. His name is Larry. Then I got a conference in New York City at the Javits Center, the Small Business Convention Expo Center. So that'll be cool. And and um, and then yeah, so yesterday was good. I got to meet up with my business partner. We had a good conversation about creating the networking course, like how to never have to apply to another job again. So that'll be fun to be able to create that and sell that course online. And so yeah, so today I'm meeting up with a friend that I met at the men's retreat. He was one of the facilitators. His name is Jason. Good dude. Oh yeah, and then I got to meet up with one of my best friends working at the WeWork, my favorite WeWork, which is the one on 37th and 7th Avenue in New York City. So yeah, overall, like I feel much more confident. I went to visit LinkedIn's office yesterday to network with Yoon, who we used to be like Leah leads, which is like the LinkedIn Asian Alliance, which is like the basically it's like a lot of these companies like Google, Amazon, and LinkedIn have these like affinity groups. So we empower like Asians all like mostly it's like the Asians in America or North America, and we support each other around like this month is the Asian Pacific Heritage Month. So we do a lot of like the celebration and a lot of good stuff for that. So it's good to be back. I'll be posting a lot of articles, a lot of things to educate people on like Asian American history and just highlight some of the good that we've done as a community in America. So yeah, this I feel like pretty much back to normal. You know, I was definitely going through some depression a little bit, and now I feel much more confident, like back to my good self. And I met a girl yesterday who went to Yale and she went to Duke as well. So super smart lady. She worked as an enterprise account executive, and we had like a really interesting conversation. But essentially, she was just like, yeah, I think guys are like intimidated by me, like whether it's like how ambitious I am or just like things like that. And I was like, huh, that's interesting. And I was like, yeah, I get that. Like you are somewhat intimidating. Like you maintain good eye contact and you're unapologetically yourself, right? So it was cool. We had like a like on the session, I was like, hey, I'll give you like a free sample like coaching session so you can see what it's like. And she was like, dude, like thank you. That was pretty awesome. So I just like randomly coached her on the spot, and I've never done that before, especially with someone who I just met. But we had a mutual close friend, so that was always cool. That was fun. And yeah, so thanks, Edwin. You're always making me laugh. You're a good dude. But yeah, so my takeaways from yesterday. Oh, the weather's getting a lot nicer too, so it's nice to get out there in Bryant Park, just walk around. I'm doing it a lot more targeted, so I'm definitely working on my business a lot more. And yeah, just excited to focus. Oh, there's a guy a Cambodian, yeah, so a Cambodian um, guy who was on Shark Tank selling like college footwear. So that was cool. I'm gonna be interviewing him for the podcast for the channel. So excited to share like what it was like to be on Shark Tank and that whole process. And he said he was one of the first Cambodian companies that has done this. So yeah, it's gonna be cool to dig a little bit deeper. His brand is called Hype, so it should be interesting. That's the cool thing about Asian entrepreneurship. You're meeting like all of these amazing, interesting people. So just I definitely feel like I'm finding my groove, finding my tribe, and just being able to serve like as many people as possible. So, how's everyone doing today? Let me know where you're watching from. I'm currently in New Jersey. So I'm driving right now to meet up with someone for networking. Um, it's like 7:38 a.m. So this is like usually early to meet someone, but we're getting after it, And so today is probably one of the busiest days I've had. Well, this week in general, one of the busiest weeks. Went into the LinkedIn office in the Empire State Building. Always love that. Ran into a bunch of people that I know. So everyone's like, "Oh, are you coming back to work at LinkedIn?" I'm like, yeah, who knows? Maybe there's an opportunity for me to consult with LinkedIn, do some workshops for them. But I heard budget's tight for a lot of these like workshops, so we'll see. So sales enablement seems like a good avenue where I basically do sales training for a lot of these companies. So I reached out to about 70 companies yesterday, some companies I've worked with in the past to help them with a lot of the training and development. So yeah, just reaching out to a lot of contacts. Certainly interesting. It's always good to reflect back on the good that we've done. And Yoon, who was the person I met with at LinkedIn, she was just like, "Yeah, I'm proud of you." Oh, and then I also got connected to the director, executive director, or the founder of the Asian American Dream. So what he does is he helps people, Asian Americans, like break into like top tier tech companies. So oh, and then I had a call with someone who is a creating a product and helping people with career transitions. So she's helping me. I'm going to be one of her speakers, and she's going to help me promote my course. And she's giving me beta to check it out and give her feedback on the platform. So yeah, overall, man, I feel like things are moving. It's like everything is coming to place. It's like you always feel like, man, am I doing enough as an entrepreneur? Am I grinding? Am I making calls? But you realize like once you start to get focused and once you kind of double down on your vision, like everything happens for a reason. So it's cool. I feel like extremely blessed to be able to have all these opportunities. And yeah, I think things, basically my wife's giving me a deadline like, hey, you have to make 100K by the end of the year between now and the end of the year. So that's my goal. If I don't make 100K in the next 6 months, then back to working for LinkedIn in a coaching role or something like that. But yeah, I mean, sometimes it's good to have deadlines. It's good to have like a fire because if there's no urgency, like I have a mortgage to pay, I have a wife to take care of, I have like a family to provide for, hopefully family planning, right? So I definitely need to hustle and make sure that I'm doing the right activities. Uh, oh, cool. All right. Someone just messaged me. Okay. Yeah, looking forward to seeing you, my brother. Would love to get to know you better. You're amazing dude, and some of the things you were talking about with the relationship and all that good stuff definitely piqued my curiosity. And yeah, looking forward to seeing you. Just making sure it's the Starbucks on the one that's like right next to Dean's Lane, right? Man, that's crazy. Yeah, that's super close to me. So I'm just excited with we're neighbors. Let's see. My brother, dude, I'm super excited to finish this course. I really think, you know, this month it's going to be so like a big focus and emphasis is doing that, and then obviously married with reaching out to law firms and accounting firms for Valenta as well. So making progress on both ends. But yeah, looking forward to showing you that it's going to be an amazing course, and I'm excited. All right. So I'm in Highland Park right now, which is probably the only town that I know. Uh, yeah, so the only town that I know where it's you can buy alcohol at Rite Aid, which is like local pharmacy. So back in college, we used to come here all the time, and it's like about a 15-minute drive from um, where our fraternity was, and we would buy all of the alcohol stuff and make the jungle juice, which is like basically really, really strong alcohol. And then, that's where we had our parties. So a lot of good memories here. Good stuff. Yeah. So I'm going to the Javits Center. So yeah, this is how crazy my calendar is. 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock, I'm meeting, and then have a meeting with my business partner Larry, just for some accountability stuff. I have a meeting. So tomorrow, wait, what is today? I'm losing track of days now. Thursday. Wow. So tomorrow I have a meeting with a brokerage, the owner of a brokerage that has like 30 real estate agents. So that's gonna be fun. That's GK. So that's gonna be good. And then I have I have a call with the founder of Well Stats. So that's gonna be early next week. So we're just still coordinating calendars. They're like a sustainability. They're a sustainability software company, and yeah, we're gonna do some corporate consulting with them hopefully. So that's the goal. Looking forward to that. One of my good friends, someone that I've done like a lot of personal development with. So I think we definitely get each other on a more intimate level. And oh, so I'm in Edison right now, which is this town is where all the Chinese, basically where all the Chinese people live. It's like super Asian. And so this is the second day of the Asian Heritage Month, so I definitely want to do a little bit about that. So let me do like a quick video. Oh, yo, what up, everyone? It's May, which is Asian American Pacific Islander Month. So let's get it. So for those of you who don't know what that is, it's a month where we celebrate the amazing accomplishments. Like I tend to think about people like Ichiro Suzuki, who broke so many records in the Major League Baseball, right? There's Khloe Kim, who's this like amazing Olympic snowboarder who's, and she's quite honest with a lot of the racism and the feedback that she gets in her DMs, like all of this crazy stuff that people say about her. And yeah, so it's a month to cherish and celebrate diversity. So I'm just happy this month I'll be sharing a lot more about my experiences and what I learned from the amazing accomplishments that we've done as a community. So cheers. All right, that was my TikTok. Good stuff. All right. So, anyways, so for Asian American Pacific, I want to acknowledge these are the celebrities, it doesn't even have to be celebrities, but these are the people that are paving the way in America that I would love to acknowledge. So, the first person, Ichiro Suzuki, if you guys don't know who he is, look him up. Super impressive guy, had a amazing Hall of Fame career as a major league from Japan. Yao Ming, who is someone who was one of the first Chinese athletes. He was basically like the ambassador for NBA to China, so that's like a huge multi-billion-dollar market for them now, right? And now there's more representation, but still not a ton of Asians in basketball, as you guys know, people who do follow the NBA. Um, from an entrepreneurial standpoint, the CEO of NVIDIA, which is like they make the chips for gaming and for computing and stuff like that. Multi-billion-dollar company. He's Yeah, he's killing it, showing us that it is possible to be Asian and in America and be very successful at the highest echelon and being a CEO as well, right? Obviously, you don't, most CEOs in America are mostly like white men. And now there's like white women that there's some representation, but still a lot of room to grow in terms of diversity. So that's something that I'm super passionate about, like just having more Asian entrepreneurs. So that's why I'm excited to do this and continue on the path of supporting a lot of Asian entrepreneurs and salespeople, right? Because there's still a lot of similarities with running your own book of business as a salesperson, but as an entrepreneur, obviously you do more than that, right? There's like accounting, marketing, branding. You're doing like everything. So, okay, so that's three people. Let's switch it up with some diversity. So I mentioned Chloe. Oh, there's these ice skating brothers and sister that made it to the Olympics. So that was really cool to see them represent. And it's good when they represent America as well, right? Because it shows that like, hey, like some athletes end up going back to represent like other countries. Their their not their heritage, but oh, there's also a lot of Hawaiian, so Asian American surfers, like really good surfers as well. So there's on Disney, there's who else? I mean, I would like to acknowledge the leadership. There's a lady by the name of Jia Hyun, and she leads all of sales for LinkedIn marketing solutions. So she's someone who I look up to because of her vulnerability and her storytelling. Michelle No, who is an executive at Yahoo, who inspires me, who I've interviewed on this channel under the Breaking Through the Bamboo Ceiling. So you can see that. And so that's seven. Paul Park, who is the chief revenue officer at, yeah, chief revenue officer. And sorry, my friend just texted me. So that's number, oh, at Sparrow. So thank you, Paul Park, for leading the way. He's Korean, good dude, Korean American. Um, yeah, and there, who else? William Lee, who's my partner, my business partner. Thank you for helping me get on this entrepreneurial journey. You know, without you, this wouldn't have been possible. So thank you for that, shoving off of that cliff. So that's eight. Nine. Oh, okay, there you go. So nine, I would say there was a guy at LinkedIn. He was an executive at LinkedIn named Mike Wong. Really appreciated him for his mentorship and yeah, good dude. He's an executive at Bloomberg right now. So just proud of him and just being super open and just his good storytelling, right? Always appreciate that. Inspiring people. And last but not least, yeah, you got to acknowledge yourself, right? It's like at the end of the day, if you don't love yourself, then who will? So, yeah, really excited. Oh, dude, all right, a bonus one. Oh, wow. I got, oh, crap. Let me just, all right, well, I'll see you guys later.